Hello, my beautiful souls. I hope you're all well. Today, you will learn what type of witch are you, and more specifically, the 10 signs that might show you are a kitchen witch. Well, before we start, I want to say that I've decided to make this series of videos on different kinds of witchcraft because I receive and read a lot of questions on this matter, and I feel I want to help you find your path. But just a quick disclaimer: please do not label yourself, and do not let others put you in a box. That can be a very limiting practice, in my opinion, especially when you're just starting your journey. All I can say is please learn, explore, follow your intuition, and give yourself time. You will find your own unique witchcraft path. These videos are just a guide and a fun way to find out more about different types of witches. You love spending time in your kitchen, mixing, stirring, baking, and enjoying alone or with a loved one a delicious cup of tea. In Greek mythology, goddess Hestia is associated with the household, the kitchen, and the element of fire, and her symbols are flames, a cauldron, and a kettle. And Hestia means both fire and home. A kitchen witch's favorite place is the kitchen, which is always clean, probably with natural ingredients, and tidy. You have transformed your kitchen to a peaceful but full of energy space where cooking is not an everyday task, but your magical practice. For you, creating a recipe is the best moment of your day. You carefully pick your ingredients, and you always add 1 or 2 extra spices or herbs. You love sharing the meals you prepare with others, and those who are fortunate enough to taste them can feel the love that's hidden in every dish. Cooking is a form of art for you. You know you are creating something that will nourish and transform your body, but also something that will nourish and transform the soul as well. Cooking, for many kitchen witches, has been in their lives since childhood. You were always by your mother or grandmother when they were preparing a meal. You wanted to help and learn. And it is likely you still have a lot of recipes given to you by your ancestors. What makes cooking magic? You are. You are the one that loves to try new special recipes. You choose your ingredients based on their magical properties, and you infuse them with your intentions. And that is the key point here. As a witch, you are a magical vessel that attracts and offers energy. By creating new dishes, you are practicing your craft. A kitchen witch is always ready to explore, learn new things, and bring them into the recipes. A new dish from you is not only a delicious one, it is full of magical energy. If you are cooking for someone else, you often prepare a new dish that will heal and comfort them. A kitchen witch knows very well that each ingredient has a special magical meaning. Learning about the properties and uses of spices, drinks, foods, herbs is something you often do. You can spend hours researching and studying to learn which spices for grounding, which herb will bring abundance, or the fruit that brings protection. Cooking and baking is your spiritual practice, and expanding your knowledge gives you the opportunity to grow. As a kitchen witch, it is quite possible you don't have just one type of tea in your sacred space. You probably own a variety of tea, since you know well each one has a different magical meaning. Lavender, chamomile, mint, and many more one can probably find in your kitchen. You may sometimes create your own blends based on your intention. Making and enjoying a cup of tea is a favorite ritual for you. A kitchen witch may have an interest in learning the tea divination method. Reading the leftover leaves on the bottom of a cup is a daily practice for some witches. You feel proud for the spices and herbs you have in your kitchen. You select each one with care. You learn about their magical properties and you add them in your recipes. A kitchen witch can start slowly creating a collection of herbs and spices. When you are at the beginning of your path, you can work with what you already have. You do not need to buy the most exotic spices in the world to practice your craft. Simple ingredients can be transformed in your hands by your knowledge and by your intent into powerful tools of magic. You can build your collection along the way. Just keep in mind that simplicity can bring amazing results. You love to cook with fresh ingredients, and maybe your dream is to have your own garden where you grow herbs, vegetables and fruits for your spells. But we don't all live in the countryside. In fact, most of us live in cities where having a garden can be difficult. A kitchen witch, however, is creative and knows that fresh ingredients can be cultivated even in big cities. You may have a garden full of herbs on the rooftop, or you may grow parsley, chives and basil on your windowsill. When you need things you don't have, it is likely you visit local markets to get organic foods. It is also quite usual to find different types of herbs drying in your kitchen. As a kitchen witch, you know very well that the most important ingredient of everything you bake or cook is you. Your intention is what makes cooking or cleaning your space a magical act. Your food is connected with your personal power and you prepare it in a calm environment. You put on relaxing music, you let go of negative emotions and distractions, and you stay focused on your craft. You know too well that the food we consume carries intention and energy. A kitchen witch may prefer wooden utensils when cooking. Some carve sigils on them to steer their mixtures. This way, a wooden spoon becomes a tool of magic. You may also love way too much your mortar and pestle and use them often. For a kitchen witch, a real cast iron cauldron boiling over a fire may be the dream. Not everyone can afford them, of course, but you may have them in the future. You can still practice your craft with everyday objects that you have the power to transform. To be a witch doesn't have to do with the things you own, but with who you are. Witchcraft always brings you back to yourself, in my opinion. To be a kitchen witch is smelling the fragrance of each ingredient, infusing every dish with intention, cutting down on waste, opening your senses to nature, and being thankful for everything it has to offer. The soul of a kitchen witch feels these things. You charm your oven mitts. You draw sigils on your baked goods. Your book of shadows is filled with magical recipes. These, and all of the things we've talked about before, may be signs that you are a kitchen witch. If you are now starting your journey, you are not alone. Keep going step by step. Never stop learning and asking for help. Always follow your intuition. You are unique, and so is your path.